Mark Walsh here from the Embodied Facilitator course and Embodied Yoga Principles. Um, Location. So personal growth and location. I don't think this is looked at nearly enough. So most stuff around personal growth is around psychology, internal reality, very important. Perhaps a little bit around culture, which relates to what I'm going to talk about. Certainly, the body is important to a lot of people I work with. That kind of physical reality, physiology is a biggie. However, more about location, more about where you are. So, for example, I live in Brighton. Now, this has a certain mood, a certain vibe. It's a kind of fun, kind of slightly liberal seaside town in England. That really affects me on like a daily basis. The environment I'm in, my office is a certain size and shape. The street I live in, the neighbourhood. I was just on a train with a lot of crowds and noise and pretty unpleasant physical environment. Now, it's very hard to be kind of transcendent or even like a half decent human being. I found myself getting really annoyed with the people around me, having to really work to manage my mood. Now, imagine if that was every single day like that, as opposed to, walking in Brighton. The climate, of course, affects us. So the people in different countries, I definitely see more openness in warm countries, more closeness in cold countries. That seems to be pretty universal. Also, like the communities we're around, like in Brighton, I'm just on a daily basis bumping into fairly open-minded, kind of liberal people. Think Boulder, Colorado, think California, think Byron Bay in Australia, that kind of vibe. It's where I live. Now, I've lived in more conservative places, I've lived in different cities, I've lived in about 6 different countries. It's real different. I think place is massively underestimated in terms of personal growth. Your own place that we can have some impact around, like, your house, the environment you're actually in, and also, the town you live in. For me, that's a massive choice that you need to make if you're wanting to grow as a person. Is like, where do I want to live? Do I want to be constantly kind of like spending energy to just regulate myself or pull myself up out of the swamp of a place, or do I want that general supportiveness? Now, I've got to be careful of the rarefied atmosphere in places like this, but for me, it's super supportive, and that's a major factor if I want to grow as a person. So yes, do the techniques, do the physical practice, the physiology, diet, blah blah blah, but place, absolutely massive.